Things are quiet now. But you won't believe how quickly the world came apart. The lights in the sky. The fires. The endless cold. Those who've survived have been brought to their knees. On their knees, they'll pray they make it through winter. When I was a doctor, I heard those same prayers. People hoping against hope. I couldn't do anything for them then. I'm not sure I can help them now, but I need to try. I know you're out there somewhere, fighting to survive for another day in a world that's forgotten us. Whatever happens, whatever you do, don't give up. Remember who we were. Don't let this new world break you. And I will see you again.
Well, hello everybody. How's it going today? Bavella, how you doing? Hello, hello. Anna, how are you today? Hello. Oh, there's the sound of my least favorite person in the world. The cougar. Don't like them at all. But today we are getting into Desolation Point. We finally made it to Desolation Point, boys and girls. And today we are going to get a forge run done. We've got our 50 days down in Ash Canyon. We got our 50 days in Timberwolf taken care of. 50 days in Pleasant Valley and Coastal Highway. And now we're in Desolation Point. So it's time after 200 days. After 200 days, it's finally time to do a little bit of forging. Although I need to... Yeah, I need to make a fire first and get some water made. And unfortunately, I cannot do that in here. I don't believe there is a fire barrel in here. Let's force open stuff. Oh, I do have the extra. Oh, that pry bar I picked up. Okay, cool. Let the whoop edge begin. Yes, we'll be whooping some booty here soon. Might as well grab the coal as we go through here.
Feels like a lot of gear.
Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave some of the coal over here. Still late at night. We're not tired at all, so let's go out. Let's go outside and start that fire real quick. We'll make a little bit of water here outside. If the weather's decent. Okay, it looks like it is. We can just do it with a match because we got a 100% chance of starting a fire. Don't need a torch for any reason on that end. But yeah, we'll make a little bit of water just so we have something. And I'll throw a couple of pieces of coal on there. Let's just do a half a liter of water in each one, just to get started. Because we are very thirsty, very thirsty. Now we aren't so thirsty, so we're good. Perfect. All right. Now we could cook up some stuff if we wanted to. Oh, I'm just missing the mushrooms and the salt, which we'll get in this zone, so... I was like, why can't I make another prepper's pie? Maple syrup. Now we can make bannock, which is nice, but that takes our flour up. Acorn bannock takes the acorns up. I'm not going to make that right now, because we aren't that hungry. Alright, so let's go ahead and get a nice pan of water here. There we go. Can you briefly explain how campfire affects aurora wolves? I had a bizarre encounter yesterday. Well, the fire should not... So, technically, the fire should not affect the wolves. They've recoded the game now, though, Bavella, because they got tired of people... They got tired of people using the fire to, like, hold off the bear and stuff. So, the bear, the cougar, and the wolves, if you're standing close to a fire, they just lose interest in you. They don't actually have any interest in you if you're standing close to the fire for whatever bizarre reason. And that's a new change that they made just a while ago. I don't know why they decided to do that, but it's just something they did. So that is probably what you encountered.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
'Cause yeah, that's just a new mechanic they added into the game. Because I noticed it first with the cougar, Bavella, because if we get close to the fire, it's not like the cougar even keeps coming towards us. He just kind of like loses interest in us and just turns and walks away. Which honestly is a little freaking annoying, but they basically did it because they didn't like people using the fire to be able to sort of like fool them a little bit, I guess. Alright, let's head through here. We dropped a little bit of our water off there. Actually, let's drink a little bit of our water here too. So, and you know what? And I don't remember ever seeing like a patch note for that at all. Because I remember just, you know, like trying to bait the cougar in towards the fire, and I actually had to stand away from the fire to get the cougar to come towards me, and then retreat to the fire to make him forget about me. It's kind of a goofy mechanic, to be honest. It really, truly is. Alright, oh, we got a Fire Striker, 97% Fire Striker. Wow. That's really good. A Ruined Sody. Now, unless they change something, Ruined Soda should not give you a chance of, Ruined Soda should not give you a chance of, food poisoning. So, even if it's ruined, you still can drink it, and you won't get food poisoning from it. I don't think they changed that. I don't think they did, but, you know, it being Hinterland, you never know. Maybe they did. It wouldn't shock me. With the Aurora hit while I was quartering a bear, had a fire windbreak in a triangle of trees, but dragged the meat bags into a semicircle like a fort. But I guess it was a fire that protected me after all. Hey, yep. Hey, Marley, how you doing? Hello. Nope, you are not late at all, Marley. We just got started. If anybody's late, it's this guy right here. I do have some running river oats, which is super nice. I'm just gonna eat a few of my cattails because I have a lot of cattails. We might as well eat them down. We're a little bit overweight right now, but that's okay. We'll lose a bunch of that weight once we get to the Hiburnia processing center. Alright, let's go ahead. Is there anything we can do here in the dark? Well, it's not really dark because the light is outside. We can repair you. Get you repaired up. Nice. I do have a couple of maples. I'm not going to put them down right now, though. Alright, still an Aurora. Let's just take a peek outside real quick, see what we got. See how pretty and terrifying it is.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
I will say the Aurora in this zone is beautiful. But we're gonna go back inside. Hey, Kenneth, how you doing? At least this time the notification worked 11 minutes after I started my stream. Yes, it did. Sometimes notifications work good, other times not so good, you know? It is what it is. Pass a little more time, and then let's sleep. Hey, Blur, how you doing? Alright, there we go. Okay. Ready? Okay. I'm actually going to go up here, just to kind of get a bird's eye view of where the wolves might be. It seems really windy out here right now. Oh, hey, there's a burdock root. I didn't realize, oh, there's the bear out there. I can see the bear right above my cursor there. It's kind of wandering back this direction. Oh, that was concerning. I was in a hole and I was like, can I even get out of this hole? That was a little scary for a second. Yes, we are going to go to the far range, Morrowind. Basically, what's going to happen in the far territory, we're going to run that a little bit differently. After we spend our 50 days in Forsaken Airfield, we are going to quickly give ourselves a chance to go and do the quest line, to do the run around, get all of the stations, go back to the airfield. And at that point, finish up that part of the Tales quest. And then when we go to the Zone of Contamination, we can continue the quest. And then we can go to Sundered Pass after that and continue the quest there, doing our 50 days progressively through those zones. But we are going to allow ourselves, once we get to oh, there's a battery. Nice. There's a battery for us right there. Once we get to the airfield, we're gonna allow ourselves to get a once we spend our 50 days at the airfield, I mean, we are gonna allow ourselves to go ahead and leave the airfield and go back to Pleasant Valley, back to Hush River Valley, back to Bleak Inlet, and do the quest there, and get her finished up. Because that way, at least we'll have something to do in Zone of Contamination and Sundered Pass, other than just surviving. So that way we can get the storyline going. The Gunloper series was a lot of fun. Hey, there's a fuse.
I think I can use this.
Boop, boop. Alrighty. Alright, so we know where one battery is. So we could theoretically do a battery take back to the Coastal Highway. Because we got one for trade now. Well, I know the bear is out on the lake there, so that's good news. The nice thing is once we get into Hiburnia, we're going to be dumping off a bunch of stuff. A bunch of our tools and stuff like that, because Hiburnia is going to be our house, our main locale for the for this zone. Now, unfortunately, we aren't going to be able to make our we got a little memento hint there. We aren't going to be able to make as nice a structure, sculpture here as we did in Coastal Highway, because there's not as much, there's not as many cups and dishes and stuff here. Although we should find a fair amount in the trailers, so I guess that's kind of nice. Hey, Ease, how you doing? I appreciate that very much, Anna. Thank you.
What have we here?
Interesting. Yo mama's combat boots is what we got there. Alright, inside we go.
This gear's starting to slow me down.
Alright, there's a book. There's our matches. I've always found matches in here. I always say there's always matches in here, but I know some people have not had good luck finding the matches before, so I've always found matches. There's another battery, too. That's nice. Alright, let's go ahead and let's just go downstairs real quick and drop stuff off. We'll drop off our stuff down here. We got our toolkit to drop off. Let's just get rid of that. What is that? Oh, we got another hacksaw on the table there. That's crazy. No left behind. I like to move the workbench over here myself. Makes me feel better having it near the fire barrel. I could take it upstairs technically. That might actually be the better thing to do, is just take it upstairs. Move everything around a little bit, take it upstairs. Bring the fire barrel upstairs too. Make the upstairs sort of our place that we have all our stuff. Now these are a great source of reclaimed wood right there. Put that mattress on the floor over there. There we go. Alright, let's leave some stuff here. Okay. So, I want to leave my birch and maple. I did not bring 2 guts with me. Holy crap, I just realized that. I didn't bring any guts with me to make the bow. I guess we need to go kill a couple rabbits or something and get some gut material. I totally did not think of that. Oh man, oh man. I was so excited to leave the other zone. And I had guts there too. I had quite a few guts there actually. I just forgot to pack them up. Oh well, that's life. That's life in the fast lane, boys and girls. Let's drop you. Let's drop you. I'm just glad we're out of there and we're onto this zone now. We have a second hacksaw here. Let's drop the crappier hacksaw. No guts, no glory. Exactly. Well, we can go get a couple rabbits, so that's not a big deal. We do have a thing of actually. Can I move you? Oh, that just stands up when I pick it up. Those just stand up. That sucks. We got a thing of salt here. That we'll use to make another meat curing station. Alrighty. Let's go back down and drag the fire barrel up here too. I hate this thing laying down. Oh, there's another battery right there too. Wow, that's, what, 3 batteries now? There's another battery there. We got another battery upstairs as well. So there's 3 batteries here in Desolation Point. Of course there's 3 batteries in Desolation Point. The one place we really don't care about batteries a whole lot. Yeah, we'll have plenty of time to clean this place up. Okay. Let's see, what else can I leave here? Let's go ahead and drop off a bunch of this stuff over here. Probably break down most of these chairs as we go as well. Yeah, it does look like Kenneth was right about the 4 batteries, huh? Actually, you know what? Let's move chairs. The nice thing about this place is there is a lot of fuel in here. Between the chairs and the all the other stuff, there is a lot of fuel in this place. I need a locker or two to get myself a little storage. Oregon's great. Oregon's great. We got let's see, what's the temp out today? Temp is 86 today, so it is a little hotter out today than it has been, but that's all right. All right, those are singles. I think this is a double. Oh, I can just bring those in. Never mind. Never mind. We're gonna bring these in. I like these for storage myself.
Thank goodness.
You not under a tsunami? No. No, I'm too far inland for anything like that. Maybe the coast is, but I doubt it. We need to move that right there. Alright, we'll just move one in here for right now. There we go. There's more batteries next to second entrance. Oh, okay. Okay, so let's just dump you in there for right now. Let's put you in there. All the burdock root can go in there. The rose hips can go in there. I'm gonna put you in there as well. Just basically kind of divesting myself of some stuff that I don't need at the moment. Let's see. Put one of the flares in there. Put all of the whetstones in there and that in there. Put those in there. Let's put the sewing kit in there too. Put those in there also. I do have a few things I need to drop off here onto those. Okay, so I'm going to drop the tater in one of those. I'm going to drink that. I'm going to eat the sardines. Wow. Sardines at 79%. That's pretty crazy. And then we'll drink the other one as well. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to drop... I'm going to drop you and you and the tater. A couple more carrots. Drop that and another carrot. I'll drop the running river oats for the moment. And I'll drop the oil for the moment. That puts us back underweight. Then we'll just kind of get all the food up here. I guess I could put the cooking oil in the actual box, but in the box because it doesn't ever degrade. But that's okay. I don't need to do that. I forgot these are all going to be like separated out by a lot of distance right now because I haven't zoned out of the zone, so they aren't going to go next to each other very nicely. That's all right. I don't care. I just want them up on the counter so they're not getting dirty on the floor. Which is better to cure, meat or fishes? I think the fish, if you get small fish, like the trout, are a lot better to cure, because you get a lot more bang for your buck. Because an average trout will only give you like, you know, a few hundred calories, where a dried trout will give you 900, and it only weighs 0.2 as well. So because this is most likely a trout. And there's no trout that'll give you that many calories. So I think the trout is probably the better way to go if you're gonna cure something. You want to cure the trout. Get these arrowheads put away. There we go. You do lose the vitamin C, but here's the thing: is you can go ahead and you can sort of, I don't know if you'd call it supplement that, but you could basically cook up all of the other fish, like all the you know, the coho salmon and that sort of stuff, to sort of like make up for that and get the vitamin C out of that for sure. But I just like the fish because I think the return ratio is really good on them. So, all right, let's make sure we aren't missing anything. All right, we need to go. Oh, there's the other battery.
Able to carry this load for much longer.
We got plenty of time to rearrange in here. I need to go get some rabbit guts curing, get my forge run started. We need to get a bunch of metal taken care of as well. We got limited amount of food. Oh yeah, I'm sure there are, Salt Smoker. Not like I can do much with them though, so I can sort of collect them up and just kind of, you know, store them here. But there's a pry bar, another pry bar. Now you can just move back here. There we go. Now you can move those boxes and just walk back there now. Saw something here. Oh, it's just another whetstone. Is that a hat? Hat in the corner? Cat in the hat? But thank you also for that info. I appreciate that. There's a flare. Excuse me. And we got our safe here. Let's open the safe real quick. It's about 21-ish, 20-ish. Okay, 20. 57. Gotta go all the way around. All the way around. Stop at 0. Okay, so it's 20 and then 59. Okay. I thought it was like 57-ish, but... And then about 17. Okay, 20, 59, 17. See what we get.
If the owner's around.
We got $20 and a pair of jeans. Yay. $20 and a pair of jeans. Yeehaw. There is a box back there. Used to have to cut through that to get to the box back here, but not any longer. Not that now that we can just move stuff. Hey, there's another battery. There's a third battery in here. And then we have another battery out by the guard shack. Cash money for the rich man, exactly. Oops, hold on. Need you. Need you. Some more painkillers, don't need you. Check the box, nothing in there. And a can of dog food, okay. Not too great of a stash up there, but hey. Better than nothing. Now, sometimes there will be a bedroll up there. Sometimes those crates that I move, that'll have a bedroll behind it, too. $20 a pair of jeans would make you a rich man in Moscow in the 1980s. Yep, it would. Yep, there's the other battery you were talking about right there. It would be crazy enough to put money in a safe. I know. Who would do such a thing? Who would do such a thing, Kenneth? It's crazy how people are sometimes. Hey, Short Bus, how you doing? Yeah, I don't know what LTNS means. I'm glad you spelled it out for me, because I had no idea what that was. I was trying to figure it out, but I didn't know. I don't do well with abbreviations or acronyms or anything. That's a young man's game. That's a young man's game. That's not something I do good with. Alright, so we just gotta check the table over here real quick. And then check the corner over here. I see nothing. Oh, there's a piece of cloth. Yeah, I thought it was lanterns too. I was like, why is he talking about lanterns? I'm like, yeah, I got a lantern. I've got a lantern. I don't know why he's asking about lanterns, but hey, I have one, so. Oh, you know what we can do? Here's something we can do. Check this out. I'm just gonna schlep the batteries over here. And then we're gonna get all three of these upstairs super quick. Because what we can do is we can pick the shelf up. Just take the batteries with us. Do. There we go. Perfect. Grab a book. Alright, so we do need some metal, but there's plenty of metal. There's actually a lot of metal over at the Riken. Yeah, you can do that with the you can do that with the shelves, but I mean it only works to move it around inside. It's not like it's some loophole that'll let you move it outdoors or something with ease, because it only really works inside. So, all right, we're at 43 kilos right now. I guess I can leave the pills here. I'll leave those there for somebody who's doing the poppin' pills thing. Hey, Cindy, how you doing? So I do need to have some cloth on me. So, oh no, I didn't want to repair it. I wanted to harvest it. We do need the cloth to make our knife, and our hatchet. I've got everything else I need. Okay, okay, I can rip apart the pry bar and get 2 pieces of metal out of that. Let's throw you in there. Let's throw you in there and you in there. I think I'll throw 1 of those in there. Nah, I'm going to keep 1. I'm going to keep 2 of them on me. Probably a smart idea. I got 10 cloth. I got a little bit of food. I got my food. I got a little bit of cattails. That should be good enough. I got here, Cindy, and I realized I don't have any guts to make my bow. I don't have any guts to make my bow. I made a boo-boo. I made a strategic error. Bow. Tomato soup. I like that. The good news is we have the Desolation Point Island over here, so we can go drop off our foraging stuff. Yeah, we'll hit a couple rabbits. We got some rabbits. There'll be rabbits over here at the little island. So we'll go hit some rabbits, and we'll just use them for food and for guts. haven't foraged yet. No. I have not forged yet, Upler, because we need to get the guts down and curing, and oh yeah, I see some rabbits right over there already. There's rabbits with Mr. Deer there. I'm gonna go in here though and drop off my stuff first. Yeah, and you know, Kenneth, for the longest time, torches did not work on bears. So that's a new thing, and probably, this is just my guess. My guess is they're not supposed to work on bears. I have a feeling that's a bug, and they're probably gonna patch it out when they get a chance. I have a feeling that is a bug that they're gonna try to patch out of the game. Because I don't believe they're supposed to. But you never know. Maybe, you know, it'll be something that persists in the game for a little while. I mean, that would be kind of cool. But they probably, it's one of those where they broke something by doing something else. Well, for the longest time, fires didn't stop bears either. I'm gonna get the pry bar there. There we go. A piece of wood, another piece of coal. Now we should be able to go get them rabbits. I know. Shh! Don't tell them. Now I did upon occasion have flares work on bears. It was one of those where every once in a while the flare would like make the bear like pull up short and be kind of like, "Oh, I don't know what's going on." But that was kind of a rare. I mean, it wasn't a consistent thing. It was very sketchy whether it was going to work or not. Well, I guess we could always just start a fire here by the deer. Harvest him up. I don't know where the rabbits went to. They heard I was coming for them, and they vamoose. They're like, "We're out of here, sucker." I'm gonna get used to that playstyle, then they'll patch it out. Yeah, I personally wouldn't depend on I personally wouldn't depend on the whole using your torch to scare away bears. Maybe use it as a last resort, but I wouldn't depend on it. Let's just put it that way. Oh, the deer head guts. "24 minutes. Actually, do I want that to be cooked? I don't think I want that to be cooked. I have food right now, and I don't want it to be cooked. Let's get the other gut. Yeah, deer guts work just as well as rabbit guts, exactly. A gut's a gut's a gut. I'm going to use my hands to take the hide because it's faster. What is this down here? It's a boat. It's a little canoe. I'm still wondering where the hell the rabbits went to. 'Cause there were rabbits here, now they're gone. Oh, there they are. Hello. Goodbye. I'm sorry, little feller. Actually, I sort of want the... If I can get a wolf over here, he could kill a deer for me. That would work out really nice. That would work out really nice. I don't think it's gonna happen, but boy, that would be sweet. Figured we'd come grab ourselves a free torch here. That way we can go ahead and get in here and light a fire up. Get our forge fire going. We'll get our guts down, we'll get the forge fire going, we'll cook up the rabbits, strip them down, get some more guts. Yeah, it sure feels like a storm, doesn't it? It feels like a storm is coming on. I'm surprised one has not come on yet. That little island right there is where we made our final standing versus the Darkwalker. Darkwalker stalked us down and killed us right on that little island with the barrels there. He's a vicious beast, that Darkwalker. Alright. The question is, yeah, I do want to start a little fire just to get the, I'm gonna look around here for a second, though. Hey, an archery book. Ooh, and another thermos. Or flask, whatever you want to call it. I call them thermos. Because all, you know, all thermoses are flasks, but not all flasks are thermoses. Just like all Kleenex are tissues, but not all tissues are Kleenex. You know what I'm saying? I guess what I can do is I can cut this metal shelf down here. That'll give me 8 pieces of metal. Alright, let's get this fire started up. Nope, I don't have a book, so I'll just use my... Yep, I'll just use the stick. There we go. Have I seen the new space survival game from the makers of Green Hell? No, I have not. What's it called? I may have seen it. I mean, I don't remember it off the top of my head now. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and... Oh, you know what? Yeah, it's gonna be a while. Yeah, we're just gonna cook up the deer meat. I was thinking we could work towards getting the stew, but... How come I'm streaming on both of them? Because I am. Because I am. I've been doing that for a couple of years. Twitch gave us a little more leeway for cross-platform streaming, so I decided to take advantage of it. Did I do the Wolf Wrangler challenge? No, I don't really do challenges, Scorbura. I don't really do any of the community challenges for Long Dark. Oh, no need to be sorry. Nothing to be sorry about at all. Ah! I didn't mean to drop you. I'm sorry, Mr. Rabbit. I didn't mean to drop you like that. That was very rude of me. It's got loads of automation like Satisfactory. It's called Star Rupture. Okay, cool. It is very dark. But now we got a torch. Okay. Let's go ahead and drop the guts here as well as the hides. There we go. That gets our guts curing. So we do need those cured. And then we can get our hides cured here too, because why not? We will need hides to repair certain items. And we do have a maple as well, so we'll just let that dry here too. Because we'll eventually need you as well, just for giggles. Oh. There we go. Alright, nice and boiled. We are tired, so we're going to get a little sleep here, but first... So we have a fire here. Let's go ahead and take this down. Have there been any recent updates to Long Dark? No, not really. I think the next big update to Long Dark that's going to come around, Short Bus, is when they give us Chapter 5. I don't think there's going to be. I mean, they may do some patches or something between now and then,
Right here.
but I don't think there's going to be like I don't think there's going to be any like major updates to it or anything like that. Because they're basically trying to push out Chapter 5 right now, and that's their main focus. And once Chapter 5 comes out, I don't think Long Dark's going to get a whole lot of love after that. Chapter 5 is supposed to be out end of this year, so... End of this year, early 2026 is what they said, so... But that's where all their focus is right now, is on Chapter 5. Alright, let's just throw some coal on there. This will get it nice and warm. There we go. That'll get us all up to temperature. I'm not gonna eat that. I'm not gonna drink my coffees. We're basically gonna take damage, boys and girls, because we're gonna go ahead and forge. Oh, I need my heavy hammer, which is right there. And I can take that pry bar. Let's go ahead and break that pry bar down. Yeah, I got 2 pry bars right now. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna break it down. There we go. Give us a little more metal. Let's go ahead and make the improved knife. Let's go ahead and drink our water. Then we can make our hatchet. Then we can start making some arrowheads. As you can see, we are taking damage from doing this, but we'll get that back when we sleep, so I'm not too worried about it. Now the cool thing is we can make arrowheads and do water at the same time. So we'll put 2 liters of water on. We'll do 4 arrowheads. Grab our water. You know, one thing I could do is I could offset my tiredness by just eating the prepper's pie, but I think we'll be okay. Alright, let's throw some more coal. Actually, you know what? Should we just let it go out? We've got how many arrowheads now? We got 8, we got 10. I mean, that's 10 arrows to start with. We can always do more. We can always do more forge later on. I'm not too worried about it. We could do more forge stuff later on. Because we still have to go make arrows and all that stuff. And we need to get more metal, and right now we're just kind of tired. We're tired. Oh, actually, did we cooked the rabbit meat, right? Yeah, we cooked the rabbit meat. Okay, we're good. No, we did bring the sculpture. Oh, that's wild. Oh, that's weird. Can I not decorate in here? Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Let's go ahead and eat you. Let's go ahead and eat you. We'll probably want to visit the lighthouse. We could probably do a little beachcombing too to get some fish. That may be a good way to go, just to get some food. But no, we did not bring the sculpture. No sculpture here. Actually, let's just sleep like 6 hours. Actually, you know what we could do? We could drink an herbal tea. And that'll just give us improved rest for 6 hours. And we'll just sleep 6 hours. It'll be close to evening by the time we get up. Yeah, after Chapter 5, I think Long Dark's going to be left to the B team and the modders. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to pretty much be left to just, you know, whatever's there. It's not going to get much love after that. I guess you cannot. This does not count as an interior, so you can't clean up the garbage in here, which makes me really sad. Usually there's a can of food in here, but I'm not seeing one. That makes me sad as well. Makes me sad as well. Let's get our note here with our key. Got a memento box over there, that Hiburnia. Do I have my heavy hammer on me? Or did I drop it here? Oh, I still have it on me. Let's leave the heavy hammer below. be a dead body. Yep, there's Mr. Dead Body. Mr. I ain't got nobody. Nobody cares for me. Alright, let's go ahead and drop the heavy hammer here. I'm also going to drop this piece of metal here too, because why not? Hey, Bavella with a 7-month resub. I think it's the walkie floors, that's why we can't. Yeah. Yeah, I can see why the wonky floors would kind of make it harder to customize this, you know, do the customization in here, because it's all crooked.
Subscribed for 7 months. There was something about the tones of the ship that they said made it too difficult to code for Safe House.
That makes sense. That makes total sense. No, those are no longer available to us, Off-Blur. Those are no longer available to us. Anything we left behind, we left behind. Now, the only thing I will say is that, as far as doing missions for the trader, I did leave oil in Coastal Highway, and that I cannot use for myself, but I can use it for trader purposes. So if I get a mission that requires oil, I can't use it to put it in my. I can't use it and put it in my my lantern, but I can use it to go ahead and do a trader quest if I need to. Sorry, I still have that sort of hacky throat from my sinuses being all crazy. Good God, I have like a little bit of, you know when you get like just a little bit of phlegm or something caught in your throat, it just kind of like it bothers you. Yeah, that's just annoying as crap. Can I get up here? Yeah, I want to get up here and get the box opened up if we can.
Good stuff.
Got a few flares for that. I got a flare for it. Oh, finally. Oh my God, that was annoying. Goodness gracious. Okay. Oh, I want to go around this way. We'll probably just sleep here for the rest of the night, because I can't really craft at night. We'll just sleep it off here, and then we'll start making some arrows in the morning. We can't really do a lot of arrow crafting, but we can at least get a little done. Oh, we got a fishing book there, too. Nice. And another summit soda. Nice. I missed those before. Alrighty, so we do have our other 2 arrowheads here. So I can grab our feathers, our arrowheads, our cured birch. And then we got our beds. I wonder if these will... Oh, there's some film under there. Oh. Nope, these beds are okay. I'm curious to try the beds out in the in the huts because we did have that. We had that weird glitch where they'd sometimes spawn a dead dude on them once you move them, which was kind of weird, but it's like, okay, that's kind of interesting. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and rip that apart. I was hell out. I made my homemade spicy chicken wings for dinner. Yum. Yummy. Alright, so we got several books. We got an archery book, and we got a frozen angler book, which are both awesome to read. All I have is cattails left now for food, though. Well, and the prepper pie, but I don't want to eat the prepper pie if I don't have to. I guess we could grab our, we got running river oats, so we could do that. And we also have flour and, we also have flour and the oil, so we could do a, we could do bannock if we wanted to as well. So we have a few options for food otherwise, so we aren't, like, in horrible shape, but could be better. Puts a little more stress on us since we didn't bring any of our guts with us. Because we can't make the bow right away. Wait till it just gets sunny. There we go. And then let's eat some cattails. What's our thirst looking like? Yeah, we could drink that soda. Rabbit pies for the win. Rabbit pies are great. I could fish a little bit. Yep, we could always do a little fishing. But I want to get those arrows made up. I want to get those arrows made up first. All right. We can make some arrow shafts. I like now that you can do, like, multiples at a time. That is amazing. That is a great feature they added in. It used to be that you had to go in every single time to do more. So, all right, let's drink some water. I'm gonna do a little beachcombing while we explore to find some fish. Yep. All right, let's go ahead and we can make up 10 arrows. That'd take us 7.5 hours. We could also find some more rabbits or something too. So, you know, that's always a possibility. We still have cattails to eat, so we're gonna eat a few of those still. Sounds like there's a storm outside now, so that's always fantastic. Alright, drink up. Then we'll finish up those arrows real quick. Use our quality tools. It cuts the time in half with quality tools. So we can basically do twice as many arrows in the same amount of time. So that's really nice. Alright, so we can drop the tools. Now we do have a knife and a hatchet now, so I probably... Let's grab at least one of couple of our whetstones. I'm gonna grab those boots and break them down. Yeah, that should be good. All right, let's read a little bit in one of our archery books. I don't think we'll be able to read 4 hours, but that's okay. Okay, we read 2 hours. That's fine. Let's go ahead and break down a couple things. Get a cured leather out of you. And then we will get that other the torches broken down real quick. Then we'll scarf down a few more cattails and sleep for the night. And then tomorrow we go out and do a little bit of exploring. See what we can find out there. I did get that other thermos, by the way, too, so that's nice. I got 5 arrow shafts left. I need to put some of that stuff in the workbench. So let's put our feathers in there. Let's put our arrow shafts in there. Where's that drawer? There it is. All right, let's put our let's put the money in there. Put the can in there. We'll put this other thermos in there. Put a couple blue flares and a red flare in there as well. We won't need that many torches soon, but that's, you know, it's nice to have them. I think that's all I want to store in there. Okay. X-ray vision flashlight there. All right, let's go. Just got a weather alert on my phone telling me that at 7:20 it's still 90 degrees. That by this time tomorrow I should get between 2 to 6 inches of rain. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. I bet you can't wait, Kenneth. Alrighty. It is morning. Beautiful. Let's eat a few cattails just to kind of top ourselves off a little bit this morning. I'm not gonna eat a lot of cattails because I don't want to use a lot of those. I'd like to keep like 10 or so for traveling. This needs to go. There we go. Perfect. How long for the guts? I think the guts take 5 days, I think. We'll go back and check on them. You know me, Cindy. I'm just looking to prolong the experience, right? You know what I'm saying. Hi, Yusi. How you doing? By the way, thank you for the posture check, Yusi. I totally missed it, but thank you for it. I appreciate that. There's our whetstone. There's always a whetstone in this place somewhere. I also forgot we now have a knife, so we can get cloth from these. Get cloth from these used up yucky bedrolls, which is really super nice. There we go. I just need to get a little bit of cloth. Hey, we got another small arms book. Nice. That was weird. I've never had that happen before. Where I couldn't walk through a place like that without crouching. That was weird. Alright, that's all that's in there. Nothing else. There's the bear up there. Yeah, let's head over to the Riken real quick and see how long it's going to be till our guts are done. I'm not going to carry them over till they're dried. I just don't see the purpose in that. and just be bringing trouble to our door that we don't need. And then we can go to the lighthouse. There's usually some food in the lighthouse. And then we can also go up towards the church. There's sometimes a deer or something up there that we could harvest. Chris, how you doing, buddy? How is you going? Alright, they're halfway done already. They're 51%. They basically have 2.5 days to go still. So they're getting done good and quick. Eat a few cattails real quick. Yes, oh yeah, we're in Desolation Point. We already did our first official forge run. We've got arrows now, we've got a knife, we've got a hatchet, and then I remembered, Faith, I brought no guts with me to make the bow. So we had to go kill some rabbits and harvest a deer to get some stuff. We are going to go out and beachcomb our way over to the lighthouse and see if we can maybe find a fish or something. Be kind of nice if we could. Yeah, so it'll be a couple more days before we have the bow, so we can actually utilize the arrows for the bow. Brontar with the 46-month resub. Thank you so much for that. You know, Scotty, I don't know what the story behind the I don't know what the story behind the Riken is.
Just resubscribed for 46 months.
My guess is it probably was in the bay here when it froze, and so it just kind of got lodged up on the ice there. But I don't know. Maybe the rising water pushed it into the rocks or something. I'm not sure. I have not got eyes on a moose yet, no. Have not seen Mr. Moose yet. Hey, we got a little oil, that's kind of nice. That was a little scary. But I'm assuming that, like, it floundered and hit a rock or something. Maybe when everything started icing up, it, like, got caught up in it and just got pushed onto the rock. I doubt the captain, like, drove it onto the rocks. I don't see why he'd do that. I mean, I guess anything's possible, right? Is that a fish? We have a fish. And it's a coho. It's a good sized coho. Nice. We found dinner, boys and girls. Can I get a Maglin's fire? Yes, I can. Heck yeah. Perhaps it got shipwrecked when the lighthouse stopped working. That could be it too. Nothing like a midday bath. No midday bathies. No midday bath, please.
It worked.
Yum yum. I figured we might as well just cook it up while we're out here. We still have 353 calories left in it too. That was a great one. But yeah, no, that is it. That's a good theory, Eugene. I like that more than mine. Mine's kind of lame compared to that one, so I will see if there's any more stuff down the way here. Oh yeah. See if we got any more fish. That's what I really want. If I could find another fish, that would be fantastic. Nope. What is that? Oh, there's a couple more rabbits. Sorry, little fellers. Now, if you don't want to scare the rabbits away and you want to get your rock out, if you go into your inventory, find your torch, and drop it from your inventory, it won't actually scare the rabbits away. But missing them will. Didn't miss him that time. We'll let the other one go for right now. Yeah, you know, free leather's always a good thing, Eugene. I mean, leather technically is a finite resource in the game. And it's actually more finite than most of the resources. Because there's really, I mean, you can either find a little bit of leather laying around, especially on Interloper, or you can use boots to get it. Boots, work gloves, driving gloves, and I think that's it. Yeah, the boots, the work gloves, and the driving gloves. I guess if you wanted to take apart the aviator cap, you'd get leather as well. Oh wow, that's a big boy. I use technical gloves, so I need that. Yeah, the tactical gloves. Yeah, and that's the thing is that at least you know the leather out of all those resources though is probably the most finite when it comes right down to it. Because it really is limited. Now, have I ever had a problem with getting enough leather to last the entire game? Not really. But it is one that's worth noting. Because unlike cloth, you can't get it from a ton of different places. Cloth you can get from... You know, cloth there's finite amounts of as well, but it's not that finite. There's a lot of cloth out there. Oh, yeah, 10 minutes for the hide. Oh, the knife is so beautiful. Oh, the knife is amazing. 10 minutes for the freaking hide now. That is awesome. Or for the gut, I mean, not the hide, for the gut. 10 minutes for the gut is amazing. Instead of like the hour-long ordeal, it seems like it always is. Okay. Oh, this was the way up. Never mind. Yeah, after 200 days. I know. We take the back route up. There we go. Alrighty. Plus we got a little bit of food, so that's good. Yeah, after a while, well, you know, I do like to use the aviator cap. Because it's got that nice, juicy 30% wet proof on it. I like the aviator cap. It looks snazzy. It's a snazzy piece, you know? I'm just gonna see if we can see the moose over here. I do not see the moose over there in any capacity at all. That's alright. Beachcomber lot got an insane amount of leather. There's like 60 pieces left in my base of the camp office. Yeah. Anybody down here? Nope. Sometimes there's a body down there. Yeah, Scotty, that is a way that one of the viewers showed me a long time ago that you can get up to this area so you don't have to go all the way around and face the wolves on the other side. So. This cooking oil, okay, I like that. I like some cooking oil, that's fine. And some socks. Had 2 moose on the island down there. Oh, really? Double moose spawn. Crazy. That is absolutely nutty. There's a little note. Should have some food and a stem. There we go. Oh, and some more running river oats. Nice. And a stem and a little more film. Nothing on the windows there. Hey, there's the recipe. Found the recipe nice and easy. Coastal fish cakes. I like that. I almost think those things happen when players use game mods. Well, yeah. Game mods can tend to sort of screw the game files up a little bit, for sure. That's the risk you always run, you know, when you're using game mods in the long dark. So, little ketchup chips for us. See if we got anything up top. Up top. Over the top. Now on Stalker, you can sometimes find bullets out here on the out on this little area out here. It's also a nice place to kind of come up and look for the moose. Go look for the moose around here. You can sort of come up and look for the moose a little bit. You just sort of take a gander. Take a gander at the area. Alright, let's go finish a book. Thank God we got enough food on us now. Okay, we can destroy that. I'm trying to be more conscious about leaving torches and fat everywhere, trying to keep the environment nice. Hey, you know, that's always a good thing. Eat a little bit of you. Drink a little bit of you. There's that water I see before me. And then we will finish reading you for 2 more hours. Yes, we have settled minds, so we have no problem reading books in a quarter of the time. That should give us a skill up in archery. Yes, archery 3 achieved, boys and girls. And we haven't even fired a shot yet. Yeah, that's not going to get us very far, but that's okay. That's all right. We're reading all the books we can, because with settled mind, why not? We might as well. All right. Finished off that book, too. Okay. So let's finish off let's eat a rabbit. Get the stink off of us. Drink a little more water. We'll drink the soda in the morning. We do have some more running river oats, which is great. And now that they're allowing us to use ruined stuff to make things, I think that's awesome. I was not a fan. I was not a fan of them removing that. Ugh, I got something in my eye, other than my eyeball. By the way, Ratchet, how you doing, buddy? I hope you're having a good day. I did see you there. Sorry I didn't say hi to you a little bit earlier, but I did see you there. I read your comment, but I was negligent in saying hi. Saying hi. I think we'll go up to Katie's secluded corner today. There is a deer up there that we can harvest. I did not drop my guts, my hides, or my birch and maple last night. So I'm just going to drop them now. Not that it's going to make a whole lot of difference. It's almost light out. I know, for shame. And then, just to make sure it gets into the daytime, let's go ahead and read our revolver book for a couple hours. Well, I want to get the achievement for doing 9 recipes or whatever it is. There's an achievement for doing it. And I want to get that. And I don't have it yet. So, let's see. Coastal fish cakes. Those take. Rainbow trout. 2 potatoes. I have 2 taters here. I brought 2 taters with me. Some cooking oil, water, salt, and the rainbow trout. The rainbow trout's the hard part. Did I loot the med box? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Over to the side we go. Let's see if we can avoid the wolves at all. There wasn't a storm last night, so I don't think anything else will have washed up on shore. We have a little bit of stink because we have that one gut on us. Which I'm not going to worry about too much because I want to get that back to the... I want to get that gut back to Hiburnia. What zone after this? After this, we're gonna do Broken Railroad, or not Broken Railroad, Black Rock. Black Rock is the next goal after this. We're at 38 kilos right now. That's awesome. Because yeah, we do need to get Black Rock. You need to get Black Rock going on. You think fish cakes are best of all? The only problem with fish cakes, Dimitri, is they take taters. Now you can get taters from the trader, which is nice. So you could load up with a bunch of taters from him to make them. Before a lot of the recipes were very hard to do in Interloper, mainly because of the restriction of carrots and potatoes, and there just not being a lot of them in the game for us. But yeah, after we get done here, we're gonna go do Black Rock. Yeah, at least at that point I'll have the bow, so that's the positive. I'll have a bow and be ready to go.
Just let me lay down for a bit.
Should be a little food here. There's a book we can burn. It's a can. Sometimes there's birch or maple over here. Oh, there's a burdock. Nice. Did I collect some salt on the way here in the mine caves? I haven't yet. No, I haven't yet, Faith. Alright, he was empty. Alrighty,
Wonder if I can drop
can I get a Maglin's fire going? Yes, I can. Look at that. Yeah, after they restricted using damaged items, it's hard on Interloper. Well, now now you can use damaged items, Dimitri. That's been changed back now. They've reverted back to where you can do it now. So they keep you know moving the goalpost a little bit there. We're gonna use our hatchet. There we go. Get a little more cedar. We're gonna drop you, and we're gonna drop you. What do we need for the? We need 10 cedar, so we got 7 right now on us. It's 2 arrow down temps. Wait. Did I leave my pot in the Riken? I think I did. I think I left my pot in the Riken, boys and girls. They changed it back just recently.
I need to drop something.
My typing is crap. I blame that my home laptop and work laptop are different sizes. Hey, I know what you're talking about. That happens to me too. That's fur. I need the cedar. Where's the cedar at? I know there's one here. Yep. Alright, there we go. That's our 10 cedar.
Can't feel my hands.
Get a couple mushroom teas done up. I guess I do have a can. I can just put that down here and do this. I can't believe I left my pot in the Riken. Dirt to dirt. That was a real dirt to dirt moment for me. There we go. Let's get herbal tea going as well. Drink you down. There we go. To right there.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Grab a little meat. Is there a burdock up here on the way up here? I already got it. Yeah. Yep, I got the burdock. There was one right over there, so I see that dirty patch of ground there. That's where it was. $14 and $30. Few more feathers because we need those. 28, 38. Let's just do the 2 guts. Yum, 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 yum. Alright, so we got 3 minutes left on that. Perfect. How long we got left on the fire? 1 hour and 40? Nice. Get down another mushroom tea. Do a couple more mushroom teas. 45. I saw one more fur over here. Oh, it's one arrow down temps right now, though. This is a cedar. That's a cedar. It's not a fur. Okay, I thought it was a fur. I was going to go get it because it was a fur. I need more fur. But what's a good fur? I don't care. Can you use cattail heads for trade? You might be able to. I don't know, Dimitri. Do those count as a harvestable plant? Does somebody in chat know? Does that count as a harvestable plant or not? I don't know. Because I know there's trades for harvestable plants. I burned my walk while I was eating dinner. Got distracted by your stream. Oh no, Marley, I'm so sorry. So sorry, Marley. That sucks. Now, I think this is a huge fur limb. Yeah, that one yields... That actually yields a lot. How much fur do I have? I couldn't carry it all. Well, just remember that's up here. And yes, you can goat down this and just get down to the bottom here real quick. So you don't have to go all the way around basically, which is nice. Now there is some fir and cedar down here too, so we'll have to keep that in mind for later on. I'm gonna grab a few sticks here. Shushabai, shushabai, friend, shushabai. Tylia, hello, hello. Anyone got tips to remove burn crust on a pan? Ooh, I do not. I do not. You're a queen of distractions, so no dicey cooking for you, Faith. Probably a good idea. Probably a good idea. I find cooking goes bad when you get distracted. And I get distracted very easily as well. I usually have to laser focus on the cooking while I'm doing it. Alright, nothing in there. I think we'll spend the night inside the mine. Boil some water on the pan should do the trick. Heat water up in the pan and scrape with the spatula. Doesn't baking soda... Doesn't baking soda help with that as well? I think I remember my mom like putting baking soda, a little bit of baking soda in there and like heating it up, making it bubble a little bit. And that kind of like helped it loosen the stuff up, but I'm not sure. Just a plastic spatula, yeah. Yeah, you don't want to use a metal spatula. But Tylee, I hope you're doing well. Soak it overnight. Yeah, I'd soak it overnight. You're not feeling so hot today? Oh, no. Or it's not feeling so hot today. Is it either you aren't feeling hot or it's not feeling hot outside? Because it could be one of two things. Now, if it's not feeling hot outside, that's a good thing. If you're not feeling so hot, that's a bad thing. We could get this deer here too. You not been outside today? Okay. What kind of fuel do we have, though? I really don't have that much fuel. Okay. Baking soda works wonders with it as well. Okay, so baking soda does work. Because I remember my mom, like, keeping some baking soda for, like, you know, if we burned eggs to the pan, or, you know, and they were really stuck to it, or something like that, she would just throw some baking soda in there, and it just start peeling off like crazy once she boiled it a little bit. I think she brought the water to a boil, and then it just kind of peeled off. It kind of, like, works as a, it works as as something you can basically use as a, what is it called? Like a grit. It's sort of like it gives you a natural grit to whatever you're doing, so you don't have to use it like a really tough thing. I think I ate too much Dr. Pepper and leftover birthday cake. Oh, well, that will do it to you. Okay, I think we're good to go. We got that deer up there. We got some coal in here. I need to drop my guts and my hides. And my birch and my maple. There we go. Perfect. Let's make up another prepared mushroom. Making soy curls into marinade. Tons of water in the wok, like 2 to 4 cups. It didn't take long for it to evaporate. It goes a lot quicker than you would think it would, doesn't it, Marley? It's like you look away and it's like, poof, it's gone. Alright, we got the 10-seater for that. I won't be able to read because we aren't tired enough. Or we're too tired. Wanted to get a little bit darker out before we do anything else. So I'm gonna break down some of these. Break down a little bit of that. See if we need to repair our knife up. I did get a fire striker, and it was at 97%. 97% fire striker in the mine. Which is fantastic. I know, streamer luck. Am I intentionally carrying fat? Yes, I am. I'm intentionally carrying it. I actually forgot about it, but yes, I want to take it back to the Riken with me, or back to Hiburnia with me. We already have the guts on me, so I figured why not? Why not carry it? We already have stinky guts on us, so drop all those. Let's do our whetstone on our knife.
Something's making me feel really
Baking soda's a bit alkaline. Can't say if it damages coating on cast iron. Never use it on my cast iron pans. Okay. I'd say if you're going to use the baking soda, definitely check into it then. Maybe do a little investigation online, Marley, and make sure it's not going to mess your stuff up. If the dark is long, is short the day. Yes, Othan. How you doing, Othan? All right. Oh, we also have our hatchet to repair. Oh, we're only getting 4% right now per repair. So I might as well repair the knife all the way to 100. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and drink up and sleep, and we'll be ready to go. Ready for the end of August, so I'm going on vacation, going to the Smithsonian. Nice! That'll be fun. I've been to the Smithsonian one time, like the natural history one. And that was a lot of fun, but that was a long time ago. I was a wee babe. I was a wee babe. I really have not a lot of food on me. I do have some teas, though.
Water.
Yeah, shush. There we go. I got a few large teas. I'm gonna drink those down. That gets me a little bit of food as well. Hey, Emmy, how you doing? I'm doing well. I hope you are as well. It is on Twitch as well. Yep, we're on Twitch as well. Twitch is allowing us to, since about 2022, Twitch has allowed us to multi-stream, which is pretty cool. We right now are on day 205. We've now spent 5 days in Desolation Point. Our guts should be pretty close to being done. We got 50 days in Pleasant Valley, or in the Pleasant Valley, Coastal Highway, Timberwolf Mountain, and Ash Canyon so far. But we got 5 days here in this zone. I'm gonna use my Fire Striker. 'Cause why not? There we go. You're doing good as well. Oh, that's awesome, Emmy. I'm glad you are. All right, what's our weight? 46, so we can grab a little bit more of the coal. 48, 49. We'll leave a little bit of coal there. I just want to take a little more coal with me because we kind of need it. I went to the Natural History Museum in New York City. It was such a cool experience. My family went there years ago and got a picture of their prehistoric deer skeleton. Oh, that's cool. Do I have any special memories from a museum trip? Not really. I mean, I remember seeing it, but it was so long ago. So long ago. Have I had a chance to watch the new Fantastic Four movies? I have not seen it. I've seen a few clips of it and stuff. And of course I saw the trailer for it, but I've not actually seen it, so. I mean, I've seen what Galactus looks like. He looks pretty damn cool. What did you think of it? Was it good was it good? Did you like it?
Too much stuff to carry.
I hope you did. Honestly, I've not been a real big Marvel fan ever since Endgame, so. The Marvel movies, in my opinion, have been very lackluster. So I usually wait for them to come out and you know, I usually wait for them to come out on, you know, some other platform. I'm not a big fan of a few decisions they made with the movie. You know, Krasinski should have been Mr. Fantastic. He should have been Mr. Fantastic. I have Pedro Pascal fatigue. I just don't see what Pedro Pascal. I just don't enjoy him as an actor. I guess he has very little charisma as an actor. His best role was The Mandalorian when he had his helmet on. Well, actually, he did do a good. He was good in Game of Thrones. He was good in Game of Thrones. So. But I'm not a big fan of Pedro Pascal. I just think he's overused at the moment. They just like put him in everything. Not real familiar with any of the other actors, but wasn't real happy with his choice as Mr. Fantastic. But you know, that's just a personal thing. I mean, that doesn't mean it's bad or anything like that. That's just I think I liked, as much as I did not like, you know, the Scarlet Witch movie. You know, as much as I was not a big fan of the Scarlet Witch movie, I did like Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic for the, you know, 5 minutes they let him live before they spaghettied him, which I thought was ridiculous. It's like smartest man alive, and he gives away the whole plan on how to defeat the Scarlet Witch in 5 seconds. Yeah, real smart, real smart. Who is Pedro Pascal? Who did he play? Who did Pedro Pascal play in Game of Thrones? He played the Dornish prince who fought the Mountain, who had the duel with the Mountain and died. But yeah, he was his biggest role that most people know him from is the Mandalorian. That's where people know him from. But as with most roles, they had to finally take his helmet off because the actor has a huge ego and couldn't stay behind the helmet forever. You know, that's just how it goes. That's what it's all about these days. Is everybody's got to take their damn helmets off. Boba Fett and Pedro Pascal, the Mandalorian, and all them. They all got inflated egos. So yeah, that's always great. But you know. That's Hollywood, baby. Weird. It's Hollywood, baby. Let's go ahead and drop all that film. Lovely, we got some film over here now. I like it. I like it a lot. There we go. He did until you know he met his end at the hand of you know, the most horrible creature in the universe. I didn't even think about that helmet thing. It just bothers me. That's why to this day, one of my favorite actors of all time is Carl Urban. One of my favorite actors of all time is Carl Urban because you know what? His ego is not big enough that he had to take his helmet off in Judge Dredd. He was like, hey, Dredd in the comic never ever shows his face. Ever. So I'm not taking my helmet off. I'm not gonna do it. He set his ego aside and was like, hey, I'm playing this character. This character is amazing. He didn't want to take the helmet off as the studio. Yeah, well, the studio screwed up then. The studio screwed up then. But then again, that's Disney, baby. Disney's not known for it, but yes, regardless, Fantastic Four was a good movie, worth a watch. Even if you wait for a release on streaming services. Yeah, you know, hey, I'll check it out when it comes out. The first Fantastic Four movie, despite its flaws, I think was a far superior product. And regardless, mainly because the Silver Surfer was actually the Silver Surfer in it. And it wasn't some gender-swapped Silver Surfer from a obscure little storyline in like 1 or 2 comic books. I think it was in 2. Yeah, it just that kind of bothered me a little bit. But you know, hey, what you gonna do? It's showbiz, baby. And that's Disney for you. All right, we're gonna throw all of you in there, and then I'm gonna throw the fur down here. We got 3 fur so far. What's a good fur? We'll check it out later on. Let's go ahead and, oh yeah. I mean, if you ever want to go check out the most ultimate acting job ever of a guy who just never takes his helmet off ever in the movie, go watch Dredd. Go watch Dredd with Carl Urban in it. It is an amazing, amazing movie. He does an amazing job. He emotes with basically this part of his face only. And he's just great. I mean, he's just great in it. Unfortunately, Dredd suffered from not being well known, kind of being a niche project, and also the Sylvester Stallone. It got pigeonholed because the Sylvester Stallone one was the Sylvester Stallone Judge Dredd was so bad that people kind of thought, oh well, it's a follow-up for it. Getting back to Long Dark after a long time. What's with all the Timberwolves these days? Well, you know, they made it so Timberwolves now spawn anywhere that regular wolves can spawn. So if a regular wolf can spawn in a place, a Timberwolf can spawn in a place. Makes it a little more risky. Makes it a little more risky, huh? Never heard of it. Is he a superhero? Judge Dredd is a UK. He's not really a superhero. He's sort of almost. I guess I refer to him as an anti-hero. But basically, Judge Dredd takes place in the future, in Mega City 1. It's a city that covers basically from Washington D.C. to Boston, and it houses hundreds of millions of people. And it's a sort of a dystopian future, and the judges are basically the law keepers. They are the police, the judge, the jury, the executioner. And if you've never seen Dredd, and Dredd has in it the gal who played Cersei in Game of Thrones as well. What's her name? She plays the main antagonist in Dredd. God, what's her name? Somebody in chat, give me her name. I can't remember her name. God damn it. Oh, what is her name? Good lord, that's gonna drive me crazy now. We're gonna make a little bit of But anyway, yeah, she's in there as the main antagonist, she does a great job as Mama. But it's a very contained story. It all happens in one apartment building called Peachtrees. And that may not sound exciting, but basically they have what they call mega blocks, and Peachtrees houses over 70,000 or 80,000 people. It's a mega block in Mega City, and it houses. Oh, there's my cooking pot, by the way, and it houses a ton of people. So it's really, really good. And George from Harry Potter movies was in it too. Yeah, it actually had quite a few people in it, which was kind of wild. And the gal who plays Judge Anderson is amazing. She does a great job. Lena Headley, thank you. Thank you. Yes, Lena Headley's in it. And she does an amazing job. Hated her in Game of Thrones. Isn't that great, though? I mean, that's the mark of a great actor. If they can make you actually physically, viscerally hate their character, that is the mark of an amazing actor. My guts are almost done. 92%. We sleep here tonight and our guts should be ready to go. I'm just gonna cook up all these porridges because why not? But yeah, so if you want to check a good movie out, I think it's it's on Amazon for free. I think Dredd's on Amazon for free. It might be on YouTube Premium for free. Let's see. Let me look it up. Dredd. Subscribe, rent, or buy. Okay, so it's no longer free on Amazon, which sucks. They do this all the time, though. They do this all the time. YouTube movies. You can watch it on HBO Max. So right now, it doesn't look like it's on HBO Max at the moment. I absolutely hate how they do stuff these days with that. It's so annoying. Let's get a little bit of water while we're here. First impression on the cover of the movie looks like a RoboCop a little bit. It has that sort of vibe, but it's not. It's not. Alright, let's get a little more reclaimed wood in here. There we go. Perfect. Grab a little more water here. We'll take another box out. Yeah, it has zero to do with RoboCop. Can I get another small box? I bet I can. I mean, you use the bathroom after all the oatmeal? Probably. Hour and 30 minutes. Beautiful. Let's get a little more porridge going on. Yeah, that is a you know, it's funny. My friend sort of experienced the same thing. Because she wants to watch certain movies, and I'm like, really, with streaming services anymore? You just have to go into it with, like, I don't know what I'm going to watch, and I'm just going to scroll through until I see something that catches my interest. Because honestly, trying to find something they have that you want to watch, you're always going to end up a little bit disappointed. It's just how it's going to be. You're going to end up a little disappointed because they're probably not going to have the specific title that you want to watch. They'll probably have everything but that title. Alright, we got rid of all that, so let's cook up our teas. This won't take long to get the teas going. But I get what you're saying. I mean, hopefully, you know, hopefully soon, streaming services, the multitude of streaming services will die, which they already are in a death spiral now. Most streaming services make no money at all. So hopefully soon, a lot of them will be going away or consolidating, and we won't have to deal with all the different streaming services that are out right now. Because it's a major pain in the ass. I mean, they just they all got greedy during COVID. They all thought they could be the next Netflix, and they just saw profits going through the roof because everybody was locked in their house with nothing to do, and they're like, "Oh, we can make lots of money." Shocker! The greedy corporations got greedy, and so they all thought they could make tons of cash and be the next Netflix. Not realizing that the reason Netflix was so big and popular is it had such a wide variety of stuff. If you wanted to watch something, you went to Netflix. That's just that was just how it was. It was like, oh, I want to watch, you know, whatever it was. You just go to Netflix. It was there. I want to watch a Disney movie. Go to Netflix. I want to watch I want to watch an old movie. Go to Netflix. I want to watch a new movie. Go to Netflix. I want to catch up on my WB show. Go to Netflix. I mean, it was so much easier when everything was licensed through Netflix, and now all the companies got greedy, and none of them are making that much money. But hey, you know what are they gonna do? If I had the space and the right kind of home, I would set up a media library for my community so people could access physical media. Oh, physical media is the way to go, because then you can't be controlled by the Netflix and all those. I've been wanting to rewatch the 1994 Jungle Book for the longest time, but it's never on streaming services. It's only for sale, I think $15, yeah. Disney streaming has never made a profit, no, and they never will. They never will. Now you need Disney Plus to see their movies, yeah. Yeah, that's the sad thing. Disney Plus isn't worth it. If you want to, here's the trick. You want to go see most good Disney movies from the 80s and the 90s, even a few from the early 2000s, including some of the Pixar stuff? Here's what you do. You go down to Goodwill, you buy yourself a $5 VCR. You then go to a garage sale, and you buy every Disney movie you want for like $1. I know, it's a wild and crazy idea, but you can do it. You can go to most garage sales and you can find Disney movies everywhere. So that's what you want to do. I personally own 3 VHS players because who knows when one will go, you know, poop itself and not work anymore. Plus, I own a VHS DVD player and a Blu-ray player. But yeah, that's what you want to do. That's how you beat the system. Let's finish reading our. So yeah, if you want those good Disney movies, go to garage sales. You can find them. It's not that hard. Hey, there we go. Revolver firearm 3. Which we're never going to use. But hey, it's revolver firearm 3. Woohoo! That's why everything in life is digital means we don't really own anything. Yeah, well, it's all licensed technically. It's all technically licensed to us. Public library has a ton of Disney movies on DVD for free. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, well, and that's the thing, is finding VCRs now has almost become like a retro thing. I mean, it used to be, Emmy, you could go to any Goodwill and find a shelf full of VCRs. There'd be 20, 30 VCRs just sitting there on the shelves for like $5 a pop. Now they may be a little more expensive, but, you know, I think it's still worth it. And honestly, let's see. It may not even be one of those things. Let's see.
Mouth so dry.
Yeah, it looks like VHS players are still expensive. Yeah, you can buy new VHS players. No, that's not. Is that a? I want to find a VHS player. VHS tape player. There we go. Yeah, I just say look around. You can probably find it. You can probably find them. Look at garage sales as well. Lots of people have old VHS players. They'll have them at garage sales and stuff. You can pick them up there. That's a good way to go too. If you're looking. All right, we should be able to make our bow today and go hunt some stuff. Some are refurbished, yep. It always freaks me out. It freaks me out when I get up in here and the floor is crooked. I'm like, ah! All right, cured guts all around. Beautiful. I'm going to take the maple and the cured rabbits and the cured deer hide with me. All right, lovely. I love it. I'm loving it. Rogue One was pretty good. Yeah, Rogue One had a lot of good positives to it, for sure. It's definitely the best Disney Star Wars movie they put out in a long time. There's the bear over there. We're going to try to avoid him. Nope, 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 Mr. Bear. Nope, 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 nope. Get out a flare just in case. Yeah, I think if Star Wars has any hope at all, if Star Wars has any hope at all, they need to discontinue any ideas of doing like any more Skywalker stuff, anything to deal with current Star Wars. They need to go back in time. You go back in time and get themselves a good, like, you know, Old Republic story or something like that. They need to go back and just kind of go, yeah, we're not going to deal with any of the current timeline stuff because it's just a mess. I know they don't want to, but if they want to revive the franchise at all, that's what they need to do. That's what they need to do. All this stuff. Even Mandalorian, Ahsoka, all this stuff is it all is leading up to Last Jedi. It's all leading up to Last Jedi. We all know it is, and none of us want it to. So they need to go back in time a long ways. They need to go back in. They need to do a Marty McFly and go back in time. All right, let's get our bow done. Bow time. Bow time. Countdown to the apocalypse is coming. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, and that's the thing. There we are. Oh, oh, I feel so powerful. I feel the power. I feel the power of the dark side.
I feel the power of the dark side. Oh yeah. Come to the dark side, my son. Ah, yes.
You're not my father, no!
Yes, I am your father.
Alright, so we got our bow. Fantastic. Do you hear a kitty? Oh, maybe. Hold on a second. Maybe the kitty cat's like outside the door wanting in. Hold on. Kitty, 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 kitty. Well, you didn't hear a kitty, but I found a kitty. You didn't hear one, but I found one. See, I found a kitty. See, you didn't hear one, but I found a little baby. I found a little baby boy. Who's your boy? I go. Hi, everybody in chat. I'm gonna play the game now. He puts up with so much. He's a little sweetheart. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. He's like, just don't bother me, Uncle Brian. Here you go. You want to sit up in the window? You like the window, don't you? All right. Yeah, the kitty missed me. Yeah, unfortunately, so my brother lives in an HOA. Yeah, kitty streaming long dark. My brother lives in an HOA where they have a bunch of Karens, and they don't like cats outside. His name is Apollo. They don't like cats outside, so if you put your cat outside, you will get fined eventually. By the HOA. That's why I hate HOAs. HOAs are like a police force for Karens. That's all they are. Yeah, we'll stack the beds. We'll stack the mattresses up here. Get the Princess and the Pea action going on. There we go. All right, we have a bow. What are we gonna do with our bow? We're gonna go shoot some crap. But yes, that is Apollo. Apollo's a sweet kitty. I think we should set our sights first on just a deer. I don't think the bear's a smart move. I want to get the bear. I want to get a moose. But I think we need to go for a deer first. I have not found any birch in this zone at all. There's possibly some birch over there. I didn't find any birch in the zone though. Which is kind of weird. Usually there's a couple birch here. Luckily the bear will give us food for a while, so. I do need to make some fire-hardened arrows as well, because that way we can hunt rabbits with the arrows. I'm not gonna waste my arrows on rabbits because my arrows have limited usage before they break. So I ain't gonna waste them. I wish I could have a cat. Unfortunately, my family hates cats, so dream crushed. But if I could, I have one. It'd be indoor only because I'm too afraid of them getting run over. I live on a busy street. Yeah, I mean, I grew up with outdoor cats all the time, so for me, it's just like, you know, that's just a hazard you kind of live with. Okay, there's no deer over here. Where's the stinking deer? Maybe we have to go for the moose. Or the bear. Or maybe just a wolf. Usually, there was like 4 deer out here earlier. Now they're all gone. Boo-hoo. Well, in Faith, you gotta remember, when I grew up, everything around here is rural. No streets had sidewalks. The streets had ditches that the water went into. And that was it. There weren't no sidewalks, bike lanes. It was all 2-lane roads with a ditch. So it pretty much was country. Pretty much was the country. The deer heard there's a new sheriff in town. I bet they did. Something on the ice up here. Looks like a dead animal or something. I don't know if I can get out to this or not. Nothing in it. Back when dogs roamed free and nobody wore seatbelts. Seatbelts? No, there was no such thing as seatbelts. Seatbelts were unheard of. This guy probably got mauled by the bear. I guess we could go hunt the bear. I don't really want to. Especially since I don't know where the bugger is. There's a couple wolves over there. Doesn't look like they're timber wolves, though. You know, we could go into Sketchy's cave, or Scruffy's cave. I sort of want to kill these wolves, though. Hey, buddy. All right, here we go. Here we go. Unicorn wolf. Maglin's fire? Yes, please. May I have another? Woo! Woo! I even found a run-over cat that was still alive, called animal control, but and they put it out of its misery. Yeah. Yeah, all of them disappear as soon as I get a bow, exactly. Well, at least we got a little wolf meat. I guess that's something, right? You really want to haul a bear hide out of Desolation Point? Probably not, but I like the bear meat. Here's a little trick you can do with the wolves. See how that one is coming towards me? He doesn't see me. He's just coming towards me because he smells the guts on me. And now we don't. But yeah, he didn't even see me. He just smelled the guts on me, so, or the fat on me. So he just decided to come over and take a peek. See what was what. "15 minutes till ready. Let's take the gut." 2 for 2, Scotty. Yep, 2 for 2. We got lucky on that second shot. It was a pretty bad shot. It kind of hit him on the side. So it didn't really do a good job, you know, hitting him where it should. But, you know, hey, what can you do? So some days your shot just does not land as good as it could. And here we go, our first wolf meat. Yum 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 nom 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 nom. And nom 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 nom. Will I do the wolf coat? We'll see. I'm gonna take the wolf hides, yeah. "47 minutes on those."
Find some place to escape this cold.
What day are we on? 207. We've got 7 days under our belt here in this zone so far. Feels like a storm is coming on, doesn't it? Feels like a storm's coming on. I'm not saying nothing, I'm just saying. It could be. I don't have much water on me. Got an hour and 41 left on that. I didn't leave my pot again, did I? Okay, no, I have my pot on me. Okay, good, good. Yeah, I don't have any water left on me right now. Yeah, I just got to this zone, so we are fresh into the zone. We got our first forge run done, which is awesome and amazing. Oh, Jesus criminy. Hello and goodbye, sir.
Feel the power.
Went from total terror to okay, we're just gonna one-shot him. We're just gonna one-shot him. Have I ever heard of Stars? Streamer Stars. He makes helpful YouTube videos along dark. Create a challenge called Starry Night. Ooh, that sounds cool. Yeah, we got them crits going on, baby. Actually, you know what we should do? Let's see, we got an hour and 14 left on that. Put another piece of coal on there. Get our meats in there. Now here's a nice thing you can do if you ever want a carcass harvest. No, I've never heard of Stars, but I will try to check them out sometime. Let's use our hacksaw. 44 minutes left. Okay, not bad, not bad.
So cold in my life.
I know you're cold. It's fine. It's fine, buddy. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You're fine. Everything's good. Three shots, 3 kills. Let him cook. Let him cook, baby. Let him cook. Yeah, we are cooking right now. Now, the nice thing about carcass harvesting is you can always go back and finish it. So even if you start and then stop, you can go and finish it, and it will only have the time left that it needs to finish it up. I think I'm gonna get warmed up here by the fire. There we go. There we go. Nice. In the challenge, you're playing Loper with Endless Night. You start in Timberwolf Mountain. Get the camera in SP and return to the summit in Timberwolf Mountain. Take a picture of the aurora. That's pretty cool. I actually did a 100-day Endless Night run, which was actually pretty interesting. That really exposed me. Oh, it's getting stormy now. That really exposed me to how crazy traveling at night could be. Yeah, we'll go into the leeward side here. Build different fire. So yeah, it's pretty wild, and playing only when it's dark out is crazy. It did make it so I got less afraid of the dark for sure. Because before then, usually if it was dark out, I'd be just like, nope, I ain't going out in that. Bear quarters. I didn't even see how big that bear was. How big are these bags? I can get 4.6, basically 4.5 kilos out of each. There's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 33, 34, 35. So about a 36 kilo bear. That's not too bad. Guess what? We killed the bear, so guess what we get to do now? You kill the bear, you get to go live in his house. Cooking, level 5. Level 5. Do you know how to always get 10 kilogram meat bags from carcass harvesting bears or moose? No, I just straight up carcass harvest them. I don't do any fancy weird stuff. Sometimes there's some birch down here, so I'm hoping there's birch down here, but we'll check tomorrow. Oh, here, I'll give you guys night vision. It's a little dark out. I even created a custom mode where almost everything is as easy and possible. Max loot, guns, no spraying parasites. So just baby mode. Hey, you know, some people love just exploring in the game, Emmy, and there's nothing wrong with that. This game has so much to explore and just experience and see. There's more to see than can ever be seen. More to do than can ever be done. Oh wait, that's Lion King.
Can't feel my hands.
Alright, I can't see crap. We're gonna light up the lantern. So we can at least see where we're at. Sort of. I'm gonna drop the meats out here. And the fat's out here. Now we got our food situation covered, boys and girls.
I'm so cold.
Hey, there's some salt in here, too. And then we're going to drop our guts back here. Exactly. The only wrong way to play the long dark is not to play the long dark. That's the only wrong way to do it. And I'm going to drop this bear hide over it because I don't want to see the guts. There we go. The guts are all covered up now. Guts? There's no guts on the floor. There's no guts we have to straighten up. No, they don't exist. They don't exist. Oh, you know what else is in here, though? Look at that. A little salt for us. Alright, let's drink a little water and get a little sleep. Oh boy, alrighty. You love hoarding and looting? Exactly. That's the thing. It's like hoarding and looting is a fun aspect of the game. For sure. Alright, now we can bring all the meats back here and have a big cookout. Have a big bear cookout. And then we can start looking for the moose. The moose is going to be the tricky one because he does not spawn very easily. Oh, you clipped it? Yeah, I just got to this zone, so we are fresh into the zone. We got our first forge run done, which is awesome and amazing. Oh, Jesus criminy. That's when we heard the bear. I was like, oh god, this is gonna end poorly. Light her up. Yeah, baby, let's go. Hello and goodbye, sir. Let's go, baby. I like it. I like it. Hello and goodbye. All right, we got the meats there. Let's grab the rest of the salt here. I think salt does reform after a while. I'm gonna grab that. This is at 33 kilos. Let's do naked run. Naked time. We're getting naked now, baby. Oh yeah. I know we're a little bit cold already, but that's all right. Let's go ahead and drop some of our torches here too. Put down our lantern. Drop our pry bar. Drop our hacksaw. Drop the let's drop the pot and that as well. Drop our fuel. Alright, I think we're good. 15 kilos, that's pretty good. Yeah, there's like a birch here. There's one birch up here.
Damn, I'm freezing.
And there's a wolf down here too. You saw that wolf walk away, didn't you? Yep, there he is right there. Okay. Sit down, son. Alright, that's all we can carry. Naked Will and his naked Willy. Hey, we have underwear on. I recently was attacked by a bear right near a campfire. But yes, this does boost your immune system, Emmy. It does. It does boost it a little bit, so it's good to do. It's good to do upon occasion. I think I might grab that birch and just throw it down. It's the only birch we found in the whole zone. There might be birch up by the church though. Might be birch by the church. I was gonna get a little fire going here. Actually, do I want to get a fire? No, I don't really want a fire here, though. No, I don't want a fire, because I'm going to come back and I'm just going to harvest those up in the... I wasted a match. I wasted a match. Am I going to make a travois? It doesn't really help me much in this zone. I'll probably wait till later. Probably wait till later to make a travois, because it doesn't really help me in this zone very much. It'll probably help me more in Black Rock or Mystery Lake. It adds another kilo of carry weight, but hopefully we'll get the moosehide satchel. So I guess there's an argument to be made to make one now, since we have the time and stuff, and we have the maples already here and they're cured. We just got to get the deer hide. So yeah, I guess I will make a travois while we're here. Why not? Why not? I just made an executive decision. We're gonna make one while we're here.
Too much stuff to carry.
We have a few frostbite risks coming in. Few frostbite risks. Well, hey, we got the bear, which is awesome. I like that we got the bear. Makes me very, very happy. By the way, if you're on the YouTube side, don't forget to like, subscribe, become a member over there, all that good stuff. You know. If you're on the Twitch side, thank you so much for being here as well. I appreciate that. Oh, and leave a comment on YouTube if you're watching this later on. Feel free to leave them comments. It helps with the algorithm. Alright. We got another frostbite coming on. We haven't seen the moose yet. We have not seen the moose yet, Emmy. Which is pretty typical of the moose. The moose is one of those that, like, when you don't have a bow, he's always up. But once you do have a bow, he's never up when you want him to be. Well, Marley, I cannot use the travois or any sort of other stuff to enhance the amount of items I can take from zone to zone. I can only take what I can carry on my back according to my maximum weight. So. And right now that's 40, but if I get the moose hide, then I could carry up to 45, which would be super nice. We're really cold, and we got frostbite coming on again. Alright, let's go ahead and get in here.
I might have to drop some gear.
Get all of our clothing back on. There we go. That'll stop the frostbite from happening. Grab you, you, and you, and you. Get all my torches. I'm going to start destroying torches here pretty soon. Get my bedroll. There we go. Get my fuel. There we go. Perfect. Okay. I was going to put you out because I'm not going to start the fire until we get all this harvested up. Which will take us a few hours to do, but that's okay. There's going to be a sad moose here soon, I hope. I hope there will be. I hope for sad moose. Sad moose is good moose. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting we get animal fat too. I dump the animal fat out there. I think I might actually use my... Should I use my hands on it? Maybe. Instead of my knife. Eat a little bit of our wolf meat. Our wolf... The wolf kills were actually good because the wolf gave us, like... The wolf gave us sustaining food. It gave us food that we could, you know, utilize until we killed the bear. Which I honestly did not think we'd kill the bear that quick. I thought the bear was going to be a lot tougher of a creature to kill. But we were able to do it. I could use the hacksaw. Yeah, let's use the hacksaw. Hacksaws are easier to fix. Just takes a piece of metal and a tool. And you're good to go. We don't have any water left now either, so... Alright, I guess it is time to get a fire started here. Can I do a mag lens to make up for that match? No, I cannot. Okay. Son of a biscuit. I was hoping I could do a mag lens fire to make up for that match we lost, but that's okay. We'll just spend another match and start a fire. Hoping for a new moose rug for me. They up the weight on wolves too. You get 6 kilos off one. Yeah. They used to be 3 or 4 max. They did give you a little more kilos with them, which is nice. All right. Oh, this is so beautiful. We got a bear down, baby. And in one hit too. That was pretty wild. I was not expecting that at all. Our first piece of bear meat cooked up.
If I could drop any of this gear.
Off to shower and bed. Scotty Booms, have a good one, my friend. We healed our frostbites. That's good. We should be healing a bunch of them here soon. Yeah, they're all going down now, so that's good. A little more water cooked up. Got 17 minutes left on that. Let's do 17 minutes of harvest. We'll do 2 kilos. That way it's right there. Yeah, cooking oil from the animal fat is kind of useless, to be honest. It is honestly kind of a useless thing. I was hoping they would allow us to like make candles out of the fat. I think that would have been way cooler. If we could actually make candles and put them in our base, and then they would sort of wear down over time. I think that would be a great use of fat. And I'm sure somebody at some point will come up with a mod for that. I'm sure somebody will mod that into existence. Because that seems like a logical thing to do, you know? There we go. Our frostbites are getting healed now. Alright, 37 minutes, 31 till ready. Alright, let's get one more down. But yeah, the cooking oil thing is kind of meh. Yeah, can't let Will and Astrid read at night for free. Heaven forbid that happens. We wouldn't want that to happen, so I think I'm actually done with the water. There we go. So we do have enough cedar at our house now to make the woodworking bench. We just need to collect fir.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
We need to collect fir to make the other bench. Drink a little water here. Or to make the meat curing box, not a bench. The meat curing box. Alright. Do I have any big T's left on me? I do. I'm gonna drink this tea down because I want to see. I think I saw a fur out here. Yep, it's 2 arrow down temps. We should be okay. There we go. Look at that. We got 3 fur right there. Bam-bity bingity bangity boom. Bingity bangity boomity bumbada. Perfect. All right. That was awesome. Alright, there's that. There's that. Hold on one second. My gaming group was asking, "Are you gonna game with us tonight?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I've been feeling a little under the weather lately, so I'm just gonna stream for a couple hours, then go to bed. Hit the hay a little early tonight so I can feel rested. And I do want to stream tomorrow before I go to work, so tomorrow we will start streaming a little bit earlier in the day. Oh, some free matches! Yes, I like that. Those are not matches I was expecting. Hence them being free. Nothing in there. And a simple toolbox, which will come in handy because we can destroy it and get some metal for it. So that's nice. And then I'm gonna take the cedar limb real quick.
Feels like night is coming.
There we go. That just gives us a little more fire we can have. Our meat should be okay.
Back is getting kind of heavy.
It is getting heavy. I'm gonna drop this tinder plug. That'll help. Not really. All right, let's get another fire going here. There we go. This way we can cook twice as much meat. Put a cedar on there. Throw a cedar on there. I gave us just about the same amount of time on each fire. Nice.
No power in the verse can stop me.
Hey, Yella, thank you for the follow there. Appreciate that. There we go. Sleep for an hour. We'll just sleep and let it cook. But welcome on in, Yellow 5798. How you doing? Hope you're having a grand day. The older you get, the more you appreciate naps and uninterrupted sleep. Yeah,
Too much stuff.
that's why lately I got myself one of those face mask things. You know, that kind of, you know, that's a black that you put over your eyes to sleep, and boy, it helps so much. Especially now that I'm working, you know, weird hours at Amazon, so I'm sleeping till like, you know, afternoonish. It helps so much. Makes my life so much easier. Animal fat's realistic when harvesting a carcass, but in that winter environment, they wouldn't actually have much fat because they wouldn't have enough food for them. All animals get leaner in winter. Oh yeah. Well, you know, Hinterland's always said it's not a realistic depiction of what survival would actually be. You know, it's sort of a fantasy version of what survival would be in some ways. Alright, there's another 36. I was wondering where all those smaller pieces were. I guess we just ran into them all. There's another one. That one can go over with the other small ones.
Too heavy.
Get all the big boys out here right in front. Oh, I can't put it there? Really? But I can put it there. Go figure. I want to be careful. I don't want to eat any of this bear meat. That would be very bad. There we go. Do a run where all you can eat is raw meat. I've done something like that already. It wasn't too bad, actually. Lot of teas. I've actually done a vegetarian run too. It's pretty fun. Pretty fun to be a vegetarian in the game, and not eat any meat stuff. And with birch bark, you can virtually do it forever if you want to. Alright, we got 34, 36 minutes on those. Let's just get these suckers done. There we go. Oh, we have an aurora. Interesting, okay. But yes, Sean, that would be kind of wild to do a only eat raw stuff run. sleep for another hour. Max silicone earplugs help with sleeping. Yeah, see, for me, Kenneth, noise doesn't bother me. It's light. I can pretty much sleep through any noise. Noise, you know, unless it's like, you know, super duper loud. But just ambient noises have never ever bothered me sleeping wise. I'm super lucky that way. It's mainly the light. The light is what gets me. It was at an hour and 2. We're sleeping for an hour, and wow, look how little time came off the fire. It is crazy. Outdoor fire, fire making 5. We got 29 and 19. Okay, so let's put a little bit more fuel on there. Put a coal on there and a coal on there. Okay, so we got hour 48, hour 58. I'm just curious how much time. Actually, I think I need to reposition my bedroll out here. So hour 28, hour 48. I'm just curious how much time's coming off the fire. Should be like half. Hour 17, hour 27. So yeah, it's not even that. It's hour 28 and hour 48. This is the hour 48, so what, 22 minutes came off in an hour? That's pretty good ratio. Little baby pieces of meat. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah, the fire will have plenty of time on it. Get the other pot down here. Get a little bit of water in it.
I need to drop some.
How much water do I got on me now? 7 liters of water. That's beautiful. Look at our meat carpet, baby. Oh yeah, let's go. Let's go. I want to go look at the Aurora too. Let's go stand out on the bridge here and watch the Aurora for a second. There's a lighthouse way off in the distance over there. How gorgeous. What a gorgeous game, boys and girls. What a gorgeous game. Absolutely stunning. Fires are slowly burning down. We'll grab a torch out of there. Got our birch sapling here. Put the birch over here. There we go. Got our bedroll down. Alright, let's sleep through the rest of the, well, not so much night. Not so much night, but we'll sleep through the rest of the whatever it is into the day. We got plenty of food now. And now there's a blizzard outside. Of course there is. You know what? You know what would be really good to do right now is go into the cave, because the wolf in there despawns during the blizzard. So we could go into the cave and get that taken care of now before the wolf spawns. Yep, that's the boundary right there.
If I can drop any of this gear.
See, on this side it's indoors, that side it's outside. Inside, outside. It's almost nighttime again, too. Let's leave this salt here for right now. We'll probably find more salt in there, too. The sounds of the aurora strike fear in you? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I know exactly what you're talking about. Drop the fur here as well. Let's break down that arrow real quick. Drop the toolkit, too. Break that down later. No, we won't need food because there's food inside of here. Skate down the cliff here. Grab a couple rose hips, maybe. Oh, yeah. Just gonna get a torch out because we'll want to start a fire here eventually anyway. Now the wolf should not be up. I mean, maybe he is. Maybe I'm completely wrong and he's up. All right, there's one deer there. Usually the wolf's over in this cave here when you come in. Now with the blizzard being going on, there's the other deer there. With the blizzard going on, the wolf shouldn't be up at this point, but he may be. Hey look, there's a piece of venison right there. That's wild. Oh god, it's a ducky hug. I was like, what the hell? Oh, pieces of coal, that's always nice. All right, you had me scared there for a second. I heard his little footy steps. I heard his little footsteps. I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Never would have thought to look here.
I thought to look here. Alright, well, we'll come up and get that deer in a second. We also can take this fur here, because that fur would be free for us. Because it's in a nice warm area, we can just get that and go. Now this other stretch of, oh Jesus criminy. Thank you for the 100 bits there, Tylee, I appreciate that. Now this up here is another location for the bedroll in this zone, so if you do spawn here, as long as you got a torch coming in here, you can stave off the wolf, no problem, even if you don't have a weapon. But sometimes there will be a bedroll up here up here on this ledge up here. We don't have it here today, but sometimes it will be up here, so you can always check that out if you want to. Everybody go check out Tylea. Give her some love, last playing some Dune. Alright, let's go ahead and get a little fire started. Start the fire right here, I guess. There we go. There's a bedroll only when no hacksaw in this location. Okay. Yeah, I got a hacksaw in the I got a second hacksaw inside of the Hiburnia processing center, so that makes sense. Piece of ruined venison there. 40 minutes for you. Ah, lovely. But I'm just saying, it is one of the possible locations for a bedroll. I know that's something that some people, you know, try to find when they come here, so. Oh, there's the wolf. Hello, Wolfie. Can't even see him. Now he'll go off and die somewhere. Takes him a little while to bleed out, but that's okay. There he goes. And now he's dead. Now he's dead. Where'd he die at? Did he die up here? Where'd he die? Pesky wolf. It almost sounded like he might have been in back of me there. Just saying, if you found a hacksaw in this location, it's useless to look for the bedroll. Okay. Well, that's good to know. So where did he die? Did he die behind me? Hey, another piece of coal. There's some salt over there. I am not seeing where he died at. Need some moldy cooked venison. Yum yum. Drink a little water. I do have this hide here as well. I'm gonna drop the deer hide while we're here. I guess we can go look for him. Let's throw a little more coal on there. Still got some torches, so we'll just use those up in here. Oh, there he is. And there's my arrow. Found him. He's one of those crappy wolves that has a weird spawn. We can get the meat off him first. Nice thing is we have the settled mine feet, so we don't have to worry about staying indoors for too long because it don't matter. I'm was gonna grab the deer meat too, because why not? We'll have all the meats. Oh, that's the way out. Here's the way, okay. This is the way.
I'm not sure I can carry much.
Shh. Shushaby now. Let's add one more piece of coal to it. Targeting the wolf is so difficult. Let's take his hide. I wish fire starting also made your torches last longer. That would have been cool if that was a thing. But I know it's not. But that would have been kind of cool. If it not only made the fires last longer, but your torches last longer as well. Basically, anything fire related would last longer for you. That would have been kind of nifty. But alas, that is not to be. Yeah, I guess that's a good enough torch. We can go get the guts now. Figure I might as well just loot up everything that's in here. There we go, 21 minutes, that should be good. Then we'll need to get a new torch, because our torch will be going out. Oh my god, seriously? Yeah, the wolf, the targeting is still off on some of those, but hey, that's okay. That is alright. Alright. Got all the stuff, we got all the guts, we got the hides, we got everything. And we even got some more meats. Got all the good stuff. Alright, still got time on the fire as well. Let's drop our hides here. Let's sneeze. Excuse me. And then let's grab this fur while we're at it. Perfect. Okay. We'll eat the little pieces of meat here first. I'll keep the big ones. That's a full. That's a little baby piece. Alright, so that's our smallest piece. We'll just eat that down a little bit. That'll be I'll just keep that on me. We'll use that as our breakfast as well. A very successful trip into the cave, for sure. Let's break apart some torches here. Actually, you know what we should do? Let's grab all this stuff. Let's move to the entrance of the cave. We'll go to the entrance of the cave. That way we don't have to light a torch or turn our lantern on or anything tomorrow. We can just exit out of the cave and be done. This looks like a good spot to drop all the stuff. And then we can put our bedroll down right there. Perfect. Holster that. Alright, we got a few things to do here. I want to get the mushrooms prepared up because I do want to make some more Reshi mushroom teas because we seem to be using those up like crazy. Let's also go ahead and get these torches broken down, get some sticks out of them. There we go. So yeah, this was a pretty successful day. It was very successful, actually. I'm very happy with what we did today because we got the bow and arrow made, we got our knife and hatchet made, we took down a couple wolves, we took down a bear, got some hides curing now. I think our goal for next stream is going to be trying to find the moose. I think it's going to be moose hunting time. We're going to go over and kind of camp out at the church, try to get the moose to spawn over there so we can go ahead and get them. Because it'd be really, really super nice to get the moose. Because then we can get the hide down and we can start curing it. And that way we can get our moose hide satchel going as fast as possible. Now the reason I'm breaking down most of these torches is really at this point all I need is a torch to light fires if I want to do that. I don't really need to torch walk anymore because guess what? Now I have a bow and I have arrows. So if it's not that the wolves, it's not that I'm locked in with the wolves.
The wolves are locked in with me.
Yeah, the wolves are locked in with me now. So that's gonna be their horror story. All right, I know you're getting tired. This is all on purpose. All on purpose, buddy. Oh, I guess it is past midnight. We can go ahead and just sleep. Drink up one more time. Catch a little rest. All right, well, that's going to bring us to the end of the stream today, boys and girls. I will be back tomorrow. I'm going to go, like I said, I've been feeling a little tired and stuff lately, so I'm going to go lay down and take a little rest today and kind of get myself recombobulated for tomorrow. But I should be up earlier tomorrow and streaming tomorrow morning. We'll do a little bit of Long Dark. We'll do a little bit of 7 Days to Die later in the day. And then of course I am working tomorrow evening, but you know, hey, that's just how it goes.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
I had a piece of fresh cooked venison there somewhere. Damn it, I was hoping to pick it up without having to turn my lantern on, but I can't find it now. Oh, we do need to come back in here and let's actually go grab the. I forgot about the salt real quick, so let's go grab the salt real quick before we call it, because otherwise I'll forget about the salt and then I'll be like, God, I should have had more salt. I don't know why I don't. I don't have any way to refresh salt in this zone like I did in the other zone. So once we get the meat curing box going, things did go my way. Good Lord, there's a lot of salt here. All right. I think that's gonna do it for us. All right, so if you're on the YouTube side, don't forget to like, subscribe, maybe become a member over there and support me on the YouTube side. Leave a comment down below if you're watching this later on the replay. That would be awesome. Awesome sauce. Love hearing from you. And YouTubers, I will see you next time. Bye.